Ladies and gentlemen, for weeks there have been stories out about Joe Biden losing in the swing states and Trump actually ahead. Well, he went to Pennsylvania this past Friday, the state I was born in, you know, and got a very rude welcome. He was heckled and people were shouting all kinds of things at Joe Biden during that trip. Well, let's get into this story. Biden receives rude welcome while visiting swing state. Go home, Joe. The president received a rude welcome from voters who mercilessly heckled him during a trip he took to Pennsylvania this past Friday. The 81-year-old commander in chief was met with shouts, Go home, Joe. You're a loser, by residents of an Allentown area that he was in. And he was entering a bike shop when there was all this commotion. Hours later, protesters opposed Biden for his stand in the Israel Gaza war that's going on. So there were shouts about that. And they also were shouting, We will remember in November. The group chanted near a firefighter training center, also adding, No vote for Genocide Joe. Boy, they were going off. The president made the trip without delivering a prepared remarks ahead of a weekend getaway at Camp David in Maryland. Mm-mm-mm. And he was in a place, if he was in Allentown, he was in a place where the people very much looked like him. And this is what was going on. Mm-mm-mm. So I don't know, y'all, and we already know he's not doing so well in the swing states. So while he was away, fencing contractors were spotted near the White House preparing for a large anti Israel protest. Wow. Yeah, I guess he did have a very busy weekend after a massive group of activists shoved on the executive mansion's gate in November and vandalized with red handprints and anti Biden graffiti. Oh, I guess there is a lot going on. All right, y'all, I'm going to give you a glimpse of what these protesters look like. Trust me, they look like Joe Biden. All right, y'all, this is what the crowd looked like. So when Joe Biden went to Pennsylvania, it was a very pro Republican crowd that was out there in Allentown, around that area. And yeah, I know Allentown, and it sure is like that. So Biden did speak briefly with reporters about his decision to order airstrikes on an Iran ally, the government of Yemen, in retaliation for attacks on Red Sea commercial shipping. But the president also added a crack at the press expense while visiting a shoe store. Would you give them running shoes so they can take off? Joked the president. He's talking about the hecklers because it was just so many of them out there. Who has taken heat from journalists for giving relatively few interviews and press conferences. So they were out there in full force, y'all. And you know what the slogan for this state was? You've got a friend in Pennsylvania. I don't know if you want a friend in Pennsylvania. That's all I got to say on that one. And I was born there. Look, y'all, it ain't gonna, this is showing you right here. It is not going to be an easy journey for Joe Biden in this country for reelection. It's not. I really think this is a sign of things really going downhill as he's out there campaigning. You know, they may pull that Obama stuff where they vet the crowd to make sure everybody is for Joe Biden in the crowd. They may start pulling that one because that was done a lot with Obama, ladies and gentlemen. I remember a few times that was done with Obama. And they may have to do the same thing with Joe Biden so it don't continue to look bad all throughout 2024. Everywhere he goes, he's getting booed and heckled and people, yelling all kinds of obscenities at him and because I really believe that's how it's going to turn out for him. You may see it another way, but I'm just telling you, I don't believe this is going to be an easy journey going around the country. And we already know he's not doing great in the swing states. And that might be the reason why he is targeting those states first, because he is trailing Donald Trump. And at the rate that he's going, I really believe this is a precursor for what's to come, y'all, for Joe Biden. I really do. I don't think this is going to go away for him. And he better develop some tough skin as he's out here on the campaign trail. That's all I got to say because he sure is going to need it big time. Y'all going to have to tell me what you think about this one. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.